My friends, we're just so excited for the potential Clem MaxPax Grand Finals that we speedran all of the games to get here so that you guys could watch MaxPax Clem even sooner. In the top right, our blue Protoss, it is MaxPax. From Sidestorm Gaming, his opponent here is Team Liquid's Clem in the bottom left. It has truly been a speedrun. It's taken us, what, an hour and a half to get from... I get through 3 best of 5s, and that's with some downtime. That is with some downtime as well. Alright guys, let's hear in the chat. I want to hear who you guys are cheering for. I want to hear who you guys are hyped for. It's not quite been the playoffs that I wanted it to be. I was already upset that it was mirror matchups. Then it's been super quick. So let me know what's up. Let's hope for an awesome grand final, if nothing else. These two should be able to give it to us. Again, I just want to reiterate, because this final is MaxPax vs. Clem, MaxPax already has a round of 16 seed into our $10,000 WardiTV 2022 event. And hence... Clem is now going to secure himself his seed into the round of 16 as well. So congrats to Clem on that already. He inherits the seed no matter what. Win or lose here. The winner would take it, but with MaxPax already having one, it will go to Clem no matter what, even if Clem loses. Factory about to finish from Clem in the main base. Command center will go down on the natural. Here's going to be a Stargate building from MaxPax in the main base. So that's going to be his starting point in this game. As we do head into the factory, the Hellion. Clem just with the, obviously, factory before command center. He is going to put on a little bit of pressure here. He's going to be a little bit aggro. A couple of Reapers in the Hellion. Try and get some probe damage. Get the CC up after. Just in general, want to try and take control of this game early. Is Zerg still a race in SD2? Not in my tournaments, apparently. Yes, it is. Zerg and a lot of the Zerg players don't play the online cups, so you see less of them in events like this. But they're still pretty dominant in pretty much every other tournament. They are pretty fantastic, to be honest. Just not today. Hellion 2 Reapers move into the main base. We'll have the Reapers going to actually start getting some probes as the Phoenix lifts the Hellion, but yeah, what's going to stop the Reapers? 2 probes, 3 probes, should easily get 4. Yep. Good grenade as well, it just pops the probes back away from mining for just a little while longer as well. So just honestly through and through, fantastic here for Clem on the start. 4 workers early, and now he's going to have the Widowmine drop, and the Phoenix are moving onto the map, which means they're not back at home to deal with the mine drop either. So Clem is getting off to a fantastic start. This is more or less the dream start even. Puts him into a very good position to start out with. Wow. Let's see, Widowmine's actually just going to hang out over there. Obviously, Clem doesn't know where the Phoenix are, so he's playing it kind of safe and hanging back a little bit. He's continuing to set up. A couple extra racks coming down. Factory lifts off the tech lab. Barracks will move on over to the tech lab. Just going to see the Phoenix moving forward. The Viking gets there. And it is going to get its first shot off as Clem steps up into stim and gets ready to really ramp up his pressure further down the line. In this game number 1, he's actually going to realize the Phoenix are across the map as well, so he's going to lift the Widowmines back into the medevac and start to take them across. Get them into the natural here in the next few moments. Get some damage done, it would seem. So that's going to be his plan as the Viking taps away at the Phoenix a little bit. There we go. The Widowmines will burrow up. Just going to go boom, boom. Going to get... Oh, good retargeting. Hits the Stalker there, so actually gets 2 probes in the Stalker, which is fantastic. Stalker is More valuable than a single probe, so nice to get that. Obviously no blink or anything, so the Stalker going into range that would have mine was a death sentence. Now, oh, the Phoenix are hunting for the medevac, but it's right there! Medevac might actually get to survive. And as MaxPax, depends. I guess if he loops back home because he feels like he should be able to find it, then he may get it still, but for now it's actually going to live, and MaxPax is going to continue onto the map with the Phoenix. Again, maybe looking for some harassment of their own. Phoenix going after the Viking, nearly getting it. Gets an SCV as well. As long as you're not losing the Phoenix, this is obviously good. I want Immortal was wondering how far forward is. Clem's about to have his bio upgrades. I don't think he could do anything across the map though, because obviously MaxPax is going to have a Colossus. Maybe if he'd caught the Immortal, there wouldn't be enough support for the Colossus, but kind of far-fetched that Clem would be able to just walk across the map right now and do some serious damage. He's building the third CC. We do see additional barracks coming down from Clem in the main. And this medevac, it lasted so long, and in the end it runs right into the Phoenix after hiding out so nicely on the top of the map originally. What a shame, as a couple of racks still coming through and the Phoenix still joining together. These Marines gonna go up the ramp and again just keep the Phoenix at bay for a little while longer. As long as possible. Once there's more Colossi coming up, it becomes less likely that Clem will find success with a Bioforce, and more likely he will need the Viking count to be rising. He's building one, not two. No, he starts with a second, so... Minor issue there for a few moments, not a big deal. Oh, double Widowmite seen and lifted. Good play from MaxPax with the Observer. And Clem, he's actually moving across the map. Maybe feeling like there's an opportunity for him. The problem is he's pushing where he thinks the third will be. The third is not here, and when he sees it's not there, I don't think he's got the time to relocate to the other side before the Phoenix will be back supporting. I think, unfortunately for Clem, that one is going to be a bit of a done deal. I think this venture on the map is done for. And, like I said, probably not going to be much of a chance for him to do much damage now. Slows the fourth by killing the probe, though. Nice. I like that he's still confident enough to be on the map as well, right? Because he definitely is in a position where he can, you know, be on the map. The army of MaxPax isn't designed to come chasing him down or anything because it's Colossus focused. And if it does start moving forward like this, you should have plenty of time to pull away from it and to just not let that be an issue at all. So, yeah, job well done in that regard. That's our bio of Clem. Comes back into the center. Ghosts, Vikings all on the way up from Clem as well. Couple additional refineries just being brought into play. And that charge is going to finish up on the Twilight Council, so getting that charge completed. Here comes MaxPax. 4 Colossi, by the way. Ghosts and some EMPs would be actually very important in this fight to help soften things up. Especially get rid of some of that Phoenix energy and shields. Really give your Vikings a shot at kind of chewing through some of those sky-based units. So it's getting rid of the depot, and the Bio Army moves around to... Oh, again, just protect. Slow going game, guys. Are you ready to celebrate? 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the 10-minute marker of the game. You might have forgotten what this feels like, guys. But when people don't cheese each other, and when you actually get to the 10-minute mark, the game just keeps going. The game can actually go this long. Would you believe it? Yes. And that is an accomplishment worth celebrating today, because we have not seen the 10-minute mark. I think we've seen the 10-minute mark like one time. In 4 best of 5s. Which is kind of ridiculous. So yes, that is a reason to celebrate. A round of applause. Woo! Yeah! God, we're nearly at 11 minutes. Holy crap. Zald's going to start charging in. Widowmine is going to get a connection on the Phoenix, and that Bioarmy establishing control. Vikings are a little out of position, so not in play for a while, and that's a shame because obviously they could have maybe already been hitting the Phoenix a bit. Clem's going to commit to the stim. The Vikings chasing the Colossus, dodges that first Disruptor. Now that Disruptor is trailing. Can we get it through the force fields? We can. And the Vikings are just going hunting for Colossus. The Phoenix and Archon's not well enough to protect. And another massive split from Clem. Only one ghost going down to the Disruptor. And the chase has been continued through. And now Clem's going to turn his attention to this fourth base up over here on the 12 o'clock position. Easy pickings, says Clem. Well, let's find out. He's got a lot of EMPs available, and the only real defense is Zealot Archon. EMPs will shred through that. The probes are evacuating as Clem got in for bad rally on some of his reinforcing units. We have a new Disruptor that will try and get through here. Still a lot of ghosts, still a lot of EMPs if we can just get them into the right places. Oh, a drop on the bottom right as well. Not even a drop, just a squad of units getting over here. The probes were heading over there. That was going to be their new location of mine from. Clem will just step back against these Zealots. He still has EMPs. He could easily get rid of the Archons. He could easily get rid of a bit more shields on the Zealots. He did so in the end. And MaxPax's supply comes crashing down. 150 now after a warp-in. So it's going to be 50 supply down more or less solidly. Zealots around the bottom side. We'll get a Marine straight away here, and just going to be seeing Clem obviously with this split push. Now just looking for the weakness of MaxPax, knowing it has got to be there. That's a beautiful execution of the fight, right? As Clem, he's on top of that Disruptor. Not a chance in the world, but this Disruptor. Oh my god, MaxPax. Hello? He could have had everything, and he just stopped short. It led me feel like I hold Disruptor shot, got held positions. GG's, and Clem opens with the 1-0 lead. Top right, and red down player here from Team Liquid with a 1-0 lead is Clem. Bottom left from Sizestorm, and Blue Prowler's trailing. It's MaxPax. Fun first game. Great execution of the fights from Clem. Very, very nicely done. See if he can keep it up into game number 2. We're now going to see the double gas opening from him in a slightly forward barrack. So Clem, a little bit more aggressive here on Waterfall, Terran map, typically, and obviously a very good one to use aggressively. So let's get this underway. Yes, guys, I did take more than one bite, because I took a bite, and then I was like, I could actually do with a little bit of this bit that has some more sauce on it. So I went for like the mini bite to, to add to my main bite, I did think Twitch chat's going to say that's not one bite. I didn't think it would come down to this amount of scrutiny, though. You hate having to eat in a hurry? Yeah, I mean, I'm just used to it. That's life. I used to never eat during streams because I lived on my own. Now I live with my girlfriend. She actually makes like nice food, so it's like I can't just eat while I'm streaming. But the downside is I'm streaming, so yeah. Not ideal, to say the least, but I guess better than not eating all day and then ordering takeaway at like midnight, to be fair. Reaper wants to get that battery. It's actually getting pretty low. Second Reaper shows up. Actually, it's going to jump in the bunker as well with the SCV. The battery's going to die, guys. That doesn't usually happen. Huh. Is he actually going to kill a Stalker? Oh my god. And he saves the Reaper by jumping into the main. Oh my goodness. I wonder if he could have got the Reaper out again. Probably. Would have been difficult. Would have had to be very precisely timed, but yeah, still excellent play from Clem. Getting a battery and a Stalker is so good on this open. Like, that's unheard of, in fact. Clem is playing pretty freaking good right now. To say at the very least. He is playing pretty freaking good, so yeah, credit to Clem. He's showing up so far, and well, Stalker just hanging out on the frontier from MaxPax. Wouldn't mind across the map from Clem, keeping an eye on things for the moment as well, just in case MaxPax comes across. MaxPax is playing the Phoenix now. That's going to be his next step this game, so Phoenix on the way out. Away we go. How do you make the bunker target the battery? You just select it and target fire like you usually would. The bunker just acts as a unit, basically. Clem wants to make sure the 10-minute plus accident doesn't happen again. He got reminded that the rules are less than 10 minutes, so you get disqualified from the next event. Yeah, great. He's trying to make up for it, I see. Not what I wanted, but okay. It's alright, guys. You know, we can have one quick game in a series. That's fine. I'm just happy we saw a 10-minute game, you know? I feel like that alone was already good enough for me. That alone was already pretty darn satisfying, if I'm going to be quite honest with you guys. Tank in a siege. MaxPax with the Phoenix trying to nullify some of these attacking units, but man, the tank is putting in work on the Stalkers, and the Phoenix count is taking an absolute beating as well. Clem is having a very good time with this so far. That battery doesn't have the Nexus finished yet, so it can't become a super battery. That is actually pretty notable here. Is this tank going to get lifted? We will go drop it back down by targeting down the Phoenix, but it dies before it gets sieged. The Vikings chose to land, so they have extra damage output against the Stalkers, and, well, yeah, I mean, yet again, here we are with Clem just doing very good damage. I don't think he's not going to win the game or anything, right? But he's going to put himself into a very good position. He might win the game with reinforcements, to be fair, as the medevac here as well to help the tank get across the map and into position. A couple of bunkers will come down, and just going to be seeing the Marines knocking down a pylon already, looking for the next one. And powering two of these gateways is obviously huge. I mean, we talk about MaxPax's production. That's 66% of it right now, so his production is going to be in so much trouble. Tank target firing Stalkers, we now see the probes pulled, and, well, even Viking and Cyclone being lifted as we just try and minimize damage at all. Yeah, reinforcements are going to win Clem this game. As Clem comes smashing on through. A few Zealots are continuing to work through the bunker, and yeah, I mean, obviously at this point, it doesn't matter if you clean up as MaxPax. The damage is already done, quite frankly. This Liberator should just fly straight to the natural and siege up on the mineral line. If there's any probes left there, I guess. It could go into the main if not. These 5 poor pros, or these 6 probes that got left alive in the natural, suddenly they're under attack by a Liberator as well. You know what, Clem's just dancing between bunkers and just having a wild time, and yeah, this feels a bit more like the tournament we were casting, right, guys? This feels a bit more like an aggressive 7 minutes, loads of workers going down. Liberator sieging in the main base is going to get rid of a few more probes, as our Stalker will try and remove it from play. But yeah, the damage continues to be done. The Marines will kill the Zealots as well, and we're finally done with this attack. I'm only 4 workers ahead coming out of this, but is also well on his way to a very powerful 2-base island that I don't think MaxPax is going to be able to hold off. 5 racks, still in combat, tons of bio units, and just a lot of power behind it. I think MaxPax is going to be in a lot of trouble trying to hold this off. Tank fire, good as well. Helps to get a Stalker kill. Jeez, man. And that's what happens when you're desperate to just try and find any bit of counter damage, right? You just end up taking more damage. Clem's upgrades are nearly done, so medevac's finishing. We should be full steam ahead in just the next few moments.
Game paused.
I love MaxPax. Clem's like, please pause. MaxPax's like, okay. Game's already paused. Is this Clem trying to give us a longer stream, guys? Is this his technique to give us some longer games? Maybe. Oracle shows up. What a random time for an Oracle. He gets 4 CVs, but it is just a random time. We opened with Phoenix, we didn't build an Oracle early. As we get back on track, and now Clem. This is the push I think should be probably game ending. Double the army supply as he leaves the base. It's a short map, so there's not a lot of preparation time here for MaxPax. And that Oracle just went down. Well. Couple of mines. Gonna continue burrow tanks as well. We do have Marines. Getting heavily surrounded there. The tanks continue to fire up a bit of a storm. The problem is that all the units are up the ramp here from MaxPax, and to come down this ramp, he obviously has to go into tank fire, so that's going to be brutal. The Phoenix gets blown up by the Widow Mines, so the tank gets dropped back down. But friends, I think this is going to be a 2-0 lead for Clem as he deals with the Zealot counterattack as well. The battery at the front is gone. And I genuinely think that this is going to be Clem taking the lead into game number 3. MaxPax is going to have to pull a reverse sweep here to try and turn this grand final around. Clem just looking a little bit too good so far. What do you have in play as speedrunners tournament? Well, guys, I'm sorry. I mean, these days happen. We had really cool days of groups and everything. We had some really awesome streams before now for this event. Yeah, it's just unfortunate this is how our final day turns out to be, but like I say, sometimes it happens like that. Sometimes it's just the way it is. MaxPax bottom left, Clem upper right. Let's see if MaxPax can give us a bit of a longer series in the finals. If you really enjoy the stream, guys, again, one more time, just a bit more sellout. Maybe the last time today. You can obviously hit the follow button to support the channel, or you can also subscribe. Or you can cheer bits, or you can donate if you'd like to, but those are the main ways if you want to show some love. And yeah, get hyped again. WardiTV 2022 $10,000 tournament announced. This was the launch party to help hype it up a little bit. If you want to find out all the information, you can exclamation mark 2022 in the chat to find the TL thread that has all the players so far qualified and invited and stuff. And after today, we actually will have all of our players from the point system, etc., set up. So we actually might even be able to we might even be able to just do that on stream, show you guys everyone that's qualified so far. That'd be actually kind of cool, I think. Maybe we'll do that. Triple X, Crispy, Quadruple X. Thank you so much for the 6-month resub on the Prime. Welcome back. Hope you're staying crisp. Hope you're feeling good. I guess, here. I do a trade. If we get 1 sub, Ellie can have a bite of strawberry. This is what it's come down to, guys. I'm going to blackmail you. I'm going to hold Ellie's strawberry hostage until we get a sub. No, who am I kidding? She's going to get best strawberry anyways. I was just kidding, Ellie. I wasn't going to hold your strawberry hostage. I was just joking with the Twitch chat. I wouldn't do that to you. I wouldn't sell you out for money. Not unless we're really desperate. Not unless we're really desperate, huh? He's like, you know, I took like a 2-week break from the stream, had an operation and everything, and you come back and do this to me? Worst parents ever. What, call it ASPCA? I think it's the RSPCA in the UK. Reaper is going to come hopping up, and this aim is getting off to a pretty comfortable start. It's going to be Blink opening this time from MaxPax, so switching up a little bit here so far. As the Adept wants to go chasing after that Reaper. Reaper does manage to hop down to the low ground, escaping away for the moment. Putting a little bit more damage out onto the probes, and just dishing out a little bit of hurt for these early few moments here. Is just going to have our Reaper escaping back up, man. 2 kills. Reaper's still alive, making the Adept run around silly. The probes don't get the kill. Actually kind of nice to put the probe on the assimilator, because I probably would have saved it. That's why Clem hesitated about shooting it again. He's like, is it worth it? Oh my god. Like, why is everyone falling apart today? Like, why is everyone just not able to survive past the first few minutes of the game? Like, don't get me wrong, obviously 4 probes doesn't end the game, but it severely gives an advantage to the player that's already up 2-0 in the lead. Like, god damn it. Okay, like I say, it's just one of those days, guys. Just one of those days. Yo, Jafar, thank you so much for gifting us. Oh, we're gonna hit Alakad. Oh god, I can't read that one. Alakadab, 420. I didn't do it for you, Alakadab. I did it for Ellie. Oh, good job, Ellie. I'll send you your cut later. I'll send it in the form of treats. What do you want? Oh, the fish and chip ones? Okay, I got you. Don't worry. No one says anything. Woody, why is everyone falling apart? Bro, I'm just... You know, I had big hopes for this final. That first game was kind of cool. It was setting up pretty nice. I was like, we made the 10-minute mark. Game ended like 2 minutes later. And now, here we are. Here we are. Just, not having the greatest of times. Now, let's see what MaxPax can do as he puts on some pressure. It's only 3 gates. He's going into the Robo Bay already. No third Nexus yet. I guess because the Robo Bay is so quick. Can't imagine he finds much of an opportunity here. Don't lose the Observer. That is your pressure at the moment because there's no Prism, right? Yeah, fish and chip dog treats. Yeah. Honestly, I don't know. It's kind of wild, the amount of different dog treats you can get. We don't even buy them. Someone brings them for us. It's, Helen's mom brings them, and, every single time she shows up with just different ones, and I'm just like, oh my god. What the hell? And I'm just like, why? there's always, like, different flavors and all sorts. We literally never buy Ellie treats because we have a constant stash of them coming in. And yeah, she gets these ones that, I mean, I don't know if they taste like fish and chips. I've never tried a dog treat. But apparently they taste like fish and chips. She loves them. They have dog beer? What the hell is dog beer? That sounds actually ridiculous. Maybe going to sneak around the back. The idea of the Raven here is obviously auto turret harass. And eventually this Raven should be able to stick around and just come forwards when the main Terran army gets here to then drop a Matrix or so. Also, if he keeps the attention to the natural and the third base, there's a potential for the main base drop to be very good as well, of course. So that's what Clem is currently aiming toward. There's going to be a single scan coming down. Observer still sitting out down on the bottom. It's going to be seeing the 2 medivacs making their way across the map as well. So away they go. Like I say, going to be landing into that main base in the next few moments. Got a bio. Pressing through. Stalker's getting chased away. This drop in the main, but I feel like it's going to be really deadly. I don't think MaxPax has any idea about it. Might as well start a burrow to start. And that's going to help you to protect the Bioforce here for a little while. We're going to hit down the pylon. There goes the Forge being powered. And honestly, probably could have had this this Colossus if there wasn't the Sim City there. Oh, Clem. Oh my goodness, that was a mess of force fields. Clem was on his way up into the natural. He's got a siege tank to zone this army coming in from the third base, and MaxPax is in severe trouble trying to deal with this. He is all over the shop trying to play the defense right now. As Clem comes through, is going to knock down another Zealot or so, and just going to be having a chance to, well, potentially close this game out. The drop back in the main, and MaxPax just doesn't have the units that he needs. Stalkers blink in, the medevac takes some shots. The medevac goes down. Bobbed out of the sky, getting killed. So let's see something from MaxPax as we got 2 tanks, multiple Widowmines. The Widowmines have just done so much work on the Zealots. Holy goodness. At least the Colossi are alive as the tanks die, but Clem's going to hard dive the third base, which means he's going to get this Colossus straight away. The probes are pulling in, and we've got Marauders from the other side as well to potentially just turn onto this army. Clem's army getting low because he's stimmed it so many times because there's been so many opportunities to fight. 13 workers down. MaxPax struggling to the point of GGing. Clem is going to be your WardiTV 2022 launch party